What's going on, everybody? This is Jeff with AltCoin Buzz. So we got a serious situation happening here. It appears a lot of people's wits are being tested here, including my own. And I know if mine are being tested, then it's got to have you guys going, uh, you know, gaga. And all we can do is laugh, because if you don't have laughter, then you have nothing but grief, right? So find something that makes you laugh. Maybe go talk some smack to your best friend from back in the day. I don't know, but you can see what's going on here. It's not it doesn't take a rocket scientist to see that there's some very interesting price actions occurring. And I want to say this, guys. We have some people in the altcoin army, people in the community who are veterans, guys and girls who've been doing this for a long time now, pointing some stuff out. This virtual anomaly guy, I'm going to go ahead and like him, and I'm going to recommend you do it too because he appears to be a veteran. Yo, Jeff, check this out. I'm going to show you what he said. And also we got Rome the Prophet. He sent me this message talking about the Chinese New Year and the Lunar New Year that happens every time. And I had actually heard about this about, oh man, 2 weeks ago. Some people on the altcoin army upper echelon were bringing it to my attention, Shosh. And actually my cousin had brought this up and they were telling me to consolidate my altcoins, but I didn't because I felt if I consolidated my altcoins and took profit that it wouldn't be the right thing to do if I was going to keep making videos. So I stayed in the market and I didn't take their advice, although one of them did say to me, my cousin said this. He said, "You will see." And I think that what they know is this. Okay, so this is a Reddit post posted 3 hours ago, and this came from Rome the Prophet, this guy right here. So shout out to him, and also, like I said, Virtual Anomaly. And let's go ahead and take a look at this. So everybody relax. Here's the reason for the dip, and when the bull market will return. So Asia still dominates in crypto trading by volume according to the vast majority of money flowing in and out. Guess what is coming up in the next 3 weeks? Lots of money is flowing back to fiat to buy presents and train tickets. People spend a ton of money on travel presents during Lunar New Year. So in the United States or in the Western world, they celebrate the New Year's, or the first of the year. The Chinese New Year or the Lunar New Year, which is not the solar New Year, it is the Lunar New Year, the Moon New Year. This occurs, it changes every day, every year. It's never the same, but it occurs around late January, early February, and it fluctuates. So that's what they're talking about here. This is their Christmas. This is also the largest mass migration of people on the planet occurring over 2 weeks. Projections are for 100 billion USD in spending. You can see from Forbes. I'm not going to click on the article. If you want to see it, you can come on to Reddit and get it. Remember that the crypto market is anti-theatical to the stock market. Stocks boom when business is booming during the holidays. Crypto investors are retail investors, not Wall Street investors. Retail investors sell during holidays, thus the crypto market falls. This sell-off has happened every 3 weeks before Lunar New Year each of the last 4 years. So everybody chill out. The bulls will be back by February. You can't fault these Chinese and Korean bros for taking major gains to buy some cool, you know what, for their families if you want to buy up their cheap coins in the meantime. So he's saying these guys who are veterans, okay, they're pointing towards this. Well, let's see if I can get that. I think someone up here posted this right here. So this came from Captain Crypto. I'm going to like him too. Now, he's showing you guys 2014, 2015, 2016, and 2017. You have these big, long red candles. These long red candles all happened 24 days before the Asian New Year. So this is what my cousin was telling me about. You can see it's the 7th of January, the 26th of January, the 15th of January, the 5th of January. So you can see because the Lunar New Year changes, it's never the same date like the first of the year is with the Western world's New Year. This is what happens. So You've got veterans in the space sharing and dropping knowledge for the newbies, the people who are freaking out right now, panicking. The veterans are telling me, put this information out to save some of these newbies from hardship and pain that they're feeling, letting them know that this happens every year. You can see this. Look at 2014. Look at 2015. Look at 2016. Look at 2017. Okay? Here in 2018, you can see the same chart kind of building up. Looks a little bit like this one right here, right? I mean, look at this sell-off, right? And even if you go to our Twitter here, you can see, I mean, I even posted, I said, either Wall Street bots are working the graveyard shift or Asia is straight up dumping some cryptocurrency right now. What do you think is the cause of this sell-off? 24%. Asia dumping crypto, 11% Wall Street, 13% noob selling, 52% all three above. So this is what you guys are saying. Now, if you want to participate in these conversations with us, you can on Twitter. All right. Let's see here. All right. So we've grown 300 new followers here quickly. But AltCoin Buzz IO there. But that's what it is, guys. If we just look at the market, where this thing can dump, how low can this thing go? I'm saying that don't be surprised if this thing doesn't find any sort of $422 billion. So that's about the bottom of this thing, at least for the short term, because that's where we were when we find support. So the support here is going to be around $422 billion. But let's see, we're at 557. 546. I just feel like we're dumping too fast to stop at this. And it looks like this was December 22nd. Okay. So this would be kind of like the first real bottom. If it smashes through that, then we're really in a interesting situation. And we'd be looking at 371 billion for support. And then after that, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. But like this guy's saying, don't blame Asia for doing this for their lunar holiday. You know, that we saw the same thing happen for Christmas where there was this sell-off. You're seeing the same kind of cliff dive right here, okay, for the Lunar New Year. And like I said, these veterans in this space, they want to put this information out to you guys. Roam the Prophet, this guy right here, he's basically saying, hey, you know, he came into my inbox. You can see what he was telling me. He's like, Jeff, he's like, please, man, get this out to the newbies. Let them know this isn't a crash at all, but a cash out, panic sell-off, and correction. But the people who have been watching the market for years know that this is completely normal market behavior and absolutely nothing to fear at all in the short, mid, and especially the long term. So he's looking out for you guys. He's saying, like, he knows you guys are in pain right now, especially the newbies. They're having to deal with this, and he's trying to say, like, chill out, guys. This happens every single year, and it's on Reddit right now. You can see it right here. Let's see what some of these comments are. Therefore, in a couple weeks, time prices will be even lower, opening a cheaper base for more profit after February. Agree, let's see what happens. Remind me 2 weeks. Now, I will say this. There are some people who are saying, dump your altcoins and go into USDT, and when this thing bottoms out, buy back in with more purchasing power. I am not going to do that, personally. If you do that, because there are people out there saying, hey, dump your cryptocurrency. Okay, now it's going up. See, so it's weird. If you're listening to people who are telling you to dump your cryptocurrency, they say sell the dip and then wait for it to bottom out and then buy back in with more purchasing power. Okay, I mean, that to me seems like a tax hassle. Because, you know, you have to pay capital gains and all that, even though you're taking a loss, but you buy back in. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's not a capital gains anything. But I'm putting that out there because people are saying to sell the bottom. I have also in the past seen really crazy situations with the market myself. If we just go back into this time frame, right about here. So there was a real crazy moment that occurred. Let me try and zero that in there. So here was a crazy moment, if I remember correctly. Oh man. Oh, that's the 16th. Let's see here. So I'm going to take it right here. I'm looking for September of this year. Right here. Believe it or not, even though this doesn't look very drastic, this was quite a painful time for people. September 1st, things hit an all-time high, and then they really peeled back. You can see the numbers really dropped. At the time, 177 billion down to 105 billion was a pretty big drop. This was what they call the China FUD. Okay, this happened in September. And you can see we hit a period of stagnation where nothing really rose. Things were really calm in this period. But I remember this very vividly because I remember I went to bed and I was like, dang, man, this market is dumping. Like right here, when the market dumped, it was at 105 billion. I woke up and it was already back to 125 billion. So when I went to bed, the thing had dumped. And when I woke up, it was back up again. And I was like, wow, this is wild. That is wild. So I'm just showing you that because the market can pull back and then it can recover really quickly. And if we just look at what's happening right now, I mean, you saw it was at 561. Now it's at 566. I mean, I don't know if it's going to if it's going to have to go to the support level of 422 or if it's going to start recovering here shortly. Because it's possible that investors in Wall Street wake up and they're like, oh man, buying opportunity galore. Let me just start buying up everything on sale. 20 to 30% off. Break out the big bank accounts. Break out the big bank rolls. Let's write some checks because we're going all in on this. I'm just saying that could happen. You'd be surprised. So don't be surprised if this thing recovers just as fast as it dumped. Wall Street's going to start waking up right now. They're going to start getting their heads in the game. They could be, who knows what deep pockets see this as an opportunity. Okay? So we got a lot of action happening here. But the big thing is if you're a newbie, just be informed that this has happened in the past with the Lunar New Year in Asia. So I'm going to drop this video real quick and get it out to you guys. See you later. You can subscribe to this channel if you're new here. If you've been watching these videos and you like getting notified when videos like this drop, just so you can stay in the loop, click that bell button next to subscribe so you get notified. See you later.